going to be fully prepping the engine bay today and the interior of the car for paint. Last video we left off where the car was completely 100% stripped. The back is fully stripped and ready as well. Our cage just has a bunch of surface rust that I need to get off because it's just been left raw for a really long time. We still need to throw one bar in the front that goes straight across to finish off the roll cage. And we still need to put a few block off plates on the firewall before we are actually 100% ready for paint. Randy's gonna be coming over tomorrow and helping me with all the paint. He's a boss, especially when it comes to painting interior, roll cages, and engine bay. So I'm gonna make sure to learn as much as I can from him. Oh, and our friend Jeff is on his way over here as well right now to remove the windshield. That'll make painting a lot easier, and that's just the proper way to paint the interior. Look how much color is now moved into the shop. All of our Corvette pieces are safe and sound right in here until we get the car done being painted. Okay, so I just talked to Cricket from Drift HQ, and I'm actually going to make the block off plates that are gonna be on the firewall in the engine bay, and then he's gonna focus on those two block off plates that need to go in the rear around the roll cage bar. Those are gonna be a lot harder and tedious to get right because it's gonna have to be two separate pieces, and he's gonna be welding that crossbar across the front. So I get to make block off plates today, and I'm really excited because he said I can use his plasma tool, and I've never used one of those to cut out anything, so this should be cool. After I'm done making these, then I will get to all of the sanding. I honestly think I might just be procrastinating the sanding, but that's fine. So first thing that we're going to need is cardboard. So I'm gonna cut me some pieces of this and then head back to the prep room. This should be enough. The time it took for me to cut out this cardboard for templates, Jeff already got the glass out. And it didn't break. Yay. You said that was probably because this was already replaced? Yeah. Like recently? Because I replaced this at least like a year ago, so it's relatively new glass. Awesome. My templates are made. Got 4 inside here, and then I made one more back here. There's a massive hole, and that's just for tire smoke and fumes getting into the cabin. Josh started fiberglassing the rear right here, again for smoke and fumes not getting into the cabin. We're keeping this one open because this is where we're going to pass through our tail light wiring. So now I'm going to take all of my templates and head over to Drift HQ, and Cricket's gonna show me how to use a plasma cutter. I'm a little scared about it, but it seems like a very efficient way to cut things. He always looks super cool doing it, so I'm excited to learn today. Not that much to cut out, so it should go by pretty fast. Cricket is gonna be taking care of the 2 plates that we need for the back, because these are a little more complex with the roll cage going through there, and he's actually gonna have to make like 2 separate pieces that then get riveted together and then riveted to the back here. And do I have to like do this outside?
Yes.
Okay.
And poisonous fumes.
Okay. Outside.
And
Safety first.
aluminum dust will hang in the air for 20, 30 minutes.
Really?
And it's just glittering, just falling everywhere and you breathe it in. So that's why I like to use that the vent on here as a fan. And it'll blow it right out. So it'll suck down underneath it. So while you're cutting, it'll suck all the gas out and blow it out for you.
So how intense is this? Is it like you got to move fast and swift or you're going to mess up?
It's a certain, you have to find that there's like a constant speed that you want to do. And you'll find it if it's too fast, it'll start shooting back at you. If it's too slow, it'll start getting bigger. So you just drag it and I usually pull from like my elbow and my shoulder. I don't use my wrist. So I'll put one hand down like this and I'll pull it back.
Wait, it'll shoot at you?
Yeah.
Like, what is shooting back at you?
Liquid metal.
Hot?
Oh yeah, it's liquid.
Yeah.
Do you know of any cold liquid metal?
Mercury.
Mercury.
The aluminium actually hurts worse because it takes a little longer to cool down once it hits your skin. It always burns more for some reason.
Oh God, I'm so excited.
It's gonna be
I'm
awesome.
so happy now. I'm a little nervous.
Do I get to be in the video?
I don't know. I don't know if this will make it.
Come on. Collette, put this part in the video for some reason. That's just looking fabulous over here.
Look at us. We geeking.
There you go. You know how to use it now.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
He's number one. Ew, ew.
All right, we have all of our pieces. They're all stuffed and nice now as well. And the plasma cutter is officially my favorite tool now. And I want to use it for absolutely everything because Cricket and I bonded over our mutual hatred and fear of cutting wheels. I just don't like them, so I'm gonna have to probably invest in one of these in the future or just keep borrowing Cricket. All of these are ready now to put on the firewall. But we want to make sure that it is completely sealed. So before I just rivet them all on here, I'm going to be sealing it with silicone. Now this is actually what they seal like 3-piece wheels with, and that is the main reason why I still have this. I think I was supposed to reseal my Heart wheels and just haven't gotten around to it, but luckily I had a lot of this left over, and I'm using this one even though I had like the more traditional gasket silicone maker, because this one has a much faster, this one has a much faster cure time. It's like almost fully cured in about 30 minutes. And just because we're gonna be painting like within 24 hours, I wanna be extra safe and just use this one. I'm gonna pre-drill all of the rivet holes on here and then like line it up, make sure we're good to go. And then before riveting it on, I'm gonna seal it around the edges with our silicone, put it on there, and then put the rivets on. So I have 2 of these, which should be plenty. Even though one is used, I probably won't even go through that one. These are my rivets, rivet gun. And then every place that is gonna have contact with the block off plate, I'm gonna stuff it on the firewall side as well, just so the silicone like really adheres to both ends, both on the firewall and on this. Our first panel is drilled out. It's also drilled on the firewall side as well. So now I'm just gonna put our silicone on and finish the job. Alright, first one is done, sealed and riveted on. 4 more to go. Okay, I liked how I sealed this one better than this one. So I kind of put a little extra so that when it actually got riveted on, it squeezed a little bit on the outside, and then just took my finger and really made the seal 100% perfect. When you're building 3-piece wheels, you use your finger to go through the silicone to like make sure that seal is perfect too. So I don't know, I thought might as well do the same thing here. I'm gonna start doing that for my last 3. I need to cut this other one a tiny bit, so I'm just gonna do that now. All right, now we should be good. Let's see. It's like an awkward shape. officially sealed. Where the harness needs to go through, right there, I'm just going to leave that 100% sealed up right now. If we decide to just drill a smaller hole through there with like a hole saw for the harness, later we can do that. Or if we want to get really fancy and just have a bulkhead there, that's what we can do with that just after the fact. The car is still extremely dirty. Like, look at this. Tons of filth and grime just built up everywhere and in the interior. So I do need to push the car outside and give it one really, really good power wash. Maybe throw some degreaser in there as well. But before I do that, I'm gonna take the doors off. Our door cards are gonna take up most of that space visually. And if the black really gets on my nerves, I will paint the doors separately later on. Or just paint them all at once with the door cards. And having the doors off of the car is gonna make painting the roll cage and moving around everywhere a lot easier. And I'm gonna take the grinding wheel and try and remove some of the sound deadening with that wheel. Both right here. Get that area a little bit better. Corvette sound deadening is really like mushy and gooey. There's not a ton of it, but I'm gonna go over that with the grinding wheel first and then pressure wash that out of there. Bubbling her down. Then we'll go in and pressure wash everything away. Damn. Ooh, that. Now she's getting some more bubbles. Look at that.
This is the Ajax.
Look at that. Chris, that sun is going down. I can't even see it. It's gonna be pitch black here in like 15 minutes. Speed, Chris. You are speed. Oh my god. Ew, the way you're flinging that around. Ew. Dang, look at her. Rub-a-dub-dub time. This front subframe says 08 on it. So I'm wondering if that has also been replaced. And that is from a junkyard car from a 2008 Corvette. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, sun is officially down, but she is super, super clean now. Look at that. So we're going to leave the car outside, let some of the water, or most of the water, drain out, dry up a bit. We got the room mostly cleaned up. Look at everything that was gutted. That is so wild. The Corvette is still outside. It's really dark now, so we're gonna dump all this stuff tomorrow. And I'm actually gonna leave the Corvette outside overnight to just continue to dry. I checked the weather. It's not supposed to rain, and I hope I don't jinx myself by talking about it. I know it is Florida, but it hasn't been raining a lot lately, so I think the car will be fine. Just gonna air dry it out, especially because it's just really, really late at this point. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and I just want to get a fresh start tomorrow. I feel bad that like it's just video after video of Corvette paint prep, but this is super, super important. And I haven't like officially said it or anything, but I'm really, really trying to hold myself to every other day videos and posting like in real time. So I'm just trying to film whatever I'm working on, whatever I'm doing as it comes up, and trying to get on that edit game. So I'm gonna end this video now so I can keep the content coming. Lots of progress on this thing. And we are painting this tomorrow. So Randy's gonna be over here with me painting it tomorrow. I still obviously have to go through and sand the car, like I keep saying, either with the Scotch-Brite or like 320 grit all throughout, but now it's really, really clean. So I'm not gonna be sanding and moving like grease around everywhere. I'll be able to sand it, vacuum it, probably go over it one more time with like alcohol. I didn't point it out earlier, but early this morning, Cricket went ahead and threw on our crossbar on the front there. So our roll cage is officially completed. That is it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.